Hello everyone, Siri Emerald here. This will be an unboxing video of the Hot Toys Marvel Iron Man MMS 314 D12 16 figure Iron Man Mark III Stealth version. And this is a Sideshow number 902550. Got the Hot Toys logo there, made in China. Looks like the box is delivered in typical fashion of the companies that ship things around. There's a little tear there in the box. There's a dent there in the corner. Let's get it out of the box, see what it looks like. Alright, so it looks like UPS hooked me right up. Nice little dent there in the corner. Thank you, UPS, for customizing my box for me. Jeez. Thankfully, Hot Toys does put the figures in there pretty solidly. So even when this occurs, shouldn't be that much of an issue. But, so that be that as it may. We have a beautiful, nice little etching of the figure here, a little 3D image. The plastic box is separate from the cardboard box inside, which is what we've seen as the normal way of them doing the die-cast figures. And this is die-cast. I'm expecting it to be just like the die-cast Mark III that came out a couple of months ago, only this one is blue. Now the reason this one is blue is because in the comics, anytime they would have a stealth version of the suit, they would paint the color blue with the red light up repulsor thrusters and arc reactors and the eyes in there. So that's why they made this, because it more accurately reflects what the comics would be. Was this in the movies? No, this was not in the movies as such. So is it a direct repaint? Sure it is, but it matches along with the comic line. So a lot of people have an affection for this specific color scheme. So here we have the people that are responsible for this piece, and that would be Marvel Iron Man Mark III Stealth Mode 1/6 scale collectible figure MMS 314 D12 Hot Toys presents Movie Mastery Series Die-Cast. Howard Chan, JC Hong, Jason Wu, Sherman Lee, Terry Chang, Jason Wu, Terry Chang, Sherman Lee, Wing Chao, Lok Ho, T.S. Wong, Wing Chao, Sil V, and Monster Jr., Kaken Thomas Sui, Sherman Lee, Terry Chang, and Phi Louis. Again, I hope I got those names correct. Please forgive me if I did not, or tell me how to correctly pronounce it if you'd like. 2015 Hot Toys Limited, Joking Hazard, adult collectible, not a toy. Recommend for ages 15 and up, not for ages for children under 3 years old. And here's the rest of the information about Hot Toys. And so on the top of the box it says Marvel Iron Man Mark III Stealth Mode 1/6 scale collectible figure. And on the bottom it says nothing. And right there, of course, MMS 314 D12. And that's as sparkly as it is, it kind of feels a little rough, like a fine grit sandpaper. Marvel Iron Man Mark III III. Stealth Mode 1/6 scale collectible figure, Movie Mastery Series Die-Cast, Movie Mastery Series, and Hot Toys. So let's get him out of the box. I don't know what all these numbers are supposed to represent, truthfully. One of you know, share that information with me. I'd appreciate that. Some damage. Okay, let's start with the back here. Okay, so we have a special base. A little diamond-shaped base I use for some figures. Now, the last time I seen this on a Iron Man figure, they did it with the Mark VII Stealth, and it had an inherent problem of the post not fitting in the hole. So hopefully they corrected that this time. Marvel 2015. Hot Toys Limited. All rights reserved. And wasn't sure if that was a piece of blue tape on that or if that's actually colored blue. And I'm leaning towards colored blue. That's pretty cool. It says Marvel Iron Man Mark III Stealth Mode. Stark Industries. Honeycomb there. And, you know, that's textured. You can feel that on there. So that's pretty cool. And let's see if hopefully they've got this display rod figured out. Really? See if I push really hard. There we go. Okay, so with some effort you can get it to screw in. Jeez. What can I say? Okay, so we have the lobster claw with the back support right there. Of course, that would just go on there and you would tighten down the bolt that screws into the nut over there to get that to tighten to the position that you would want that in. And also we have the batteries for this piece. So 3 for each hand, 3 for the helmet, and then the 3 for the chest. Also thruster with a little screwdriver right there. So that's this package. Alright, so here's the instructions. Marvel Iron Man Mark III Stealth Mode 1/6 scale collectible figure. The Masterpiece Series Die-Cast Hot Toys. User guide. There's content. And the light up functions. And the light up functions. Figure stand. Removable armor plates. Interchangeable torso for 3-point landing pose. Interchangeable forearm armor. Arm movement. Interchangeable armor parts. Leg movement. Air brake deployment. Cautions and warnings. So let's get right into it. And there again is everybody responsible for the piece. Okay. And it shows that the faceplate comes off for the light up eyes are underneath that. The switch is on the faceplate. And something comes out of the back, put the batteries in to light up the chest. Like so. And the biceps have the battery compartment for the repulsor thrusters on the arms, and the light switch for that as well is on the bicep. And the figure stand says attach the metal pillar and the figure holding clip to the base. It says do not use figure stands with this figure, otherwise the stand will be damaged due to the figure's weight. So it says not to use the acrylic one, don't use the bendable one, and don't use the one that they included with the die-cast Iron Man War Machine Mark II Age of Ultron figure. They included this. This was the one that came with the die-cast War Machine Mark II Age of Ultron. And right there it says not to use it. So, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't get it. Alright, so it shows that the chest piece is removable as well as the abdomen section or the torso. And that the interchangeable torso for the 3-point, you can literally separate it from there. You push that button right there on his back to remove that piece. And then you can put in the twisted torso to place them into the 3-point landing. I don't know what I think about everything being in blue, this entire book. It's interesting they decided to do that. So this is the Iron Man Mark III figure. So we have the rockets that pop up just like on the Mark II with interchangeable hands and 90-degree arm movement. And the shoulder pieces hide the little missile packs in there, and they could just are held in with a magnet. And that you have the countermeasures that are in the hips. And it says that the figure's legs can be raised on 35 degrees. Flaps can be pushed up for easier positioning of the legs. And that there's a button down there to get his pelvis to drop so he can raise his legs up higher. And that the air brake deployment system in the back pulls up in a couple areas, and be careful, otherwise the metal parts may deform due to excessive force. And be careful when handling the flaps on the back of the legs there, the calves. Otherwise the metal parts may deform due to excessive force. And be careful when handling the figure, otherwise the indicated armor parts may collide and lead to paint fading. And don't drop this on your toes or anything like that, because it's die-cast and it's heavier than the others. So there's that. Alright, so let's get the figure out of the box. Box is cut in with the letters Mark III stealth mode. And we know from experience on these die-cast figures, if you have it standing up and you open this up, it will fall out. So we're just going to bring it back a little bit. And there he is. First thing I notice, we are not getting a Tony Stark head this time. That came with the regular Mark III. I wonder why they decided against that. Interesting. It would have been nice to have a nice little Tony Stark head. Don't know why they didn't include that. Oh yeah, he's heavy. As usual with the die-cast. I've found the best way is just to cut these open like such. Now, I sure did not mean to knock that off. So this is an exact duplicate of the Iron Man Mark III die-cast that I did a review video on earlier. So there'll be no surprises in his functionality. You can watch that video for more details on how he works. I guess really on this one we're just going to showcase his colors, what he comes with. It's really pretty, really good looking piece. But he comes with all the accessories that the Mark III die-cast comes with, only they're in blue. And the little countermeasures right there. And it has the fist right there. Let's put him in his stand. His helmet has the red lights in it. So they went with the white LEDs because they're brighter instead of the red LEDs. They're not necessarily as bright. So that's pretty, I don't know if it's a pretty wise decision to have done that in that manner. I think also the reds are running a different voltage a little bit. Don't remember exactly. So we have the forearm rockets that come with it, and of course the countermeasures and the missiles. Let's position this camera a little better. And he comes with the repulsor hands with the red lens in it. And the articulated hands with the red lens in it. And again, this is exactly the same figure as the Mark III die-cast. The only difference I'm seeing is it didn't come with the Tony Stark head. And this would be the optional torso. If you wanted to put him into the three-point landing, you could use that. And this is plastic. Put him into the three-point landing. And then the other for his left side of his body, the little missiles and rockets for the forearm. Interchangeable countermeasures. Repulsor hand. And the articulated hand. So, he's really a beautiful piece. Let's pull this in here so you can get a good view of him. He's really good looking. I like the blue and the teal colors. Very sparkly. Let's get these out of here. So, now that we have the Mark III in two different versions, it kind of goes without saying that the Mark II should be coming soon. Oh my goodness, I remember these stickers. The plastic on this. This is going to be quite a job to get that off. My last video on this, you may wish to be entertained on how hard it was to get off of there. So I forgot all about that on these. So I won't bore you with that and how difficult it was to get this off. But you can see it on my other video. So there he is. I love the little teal accents here and on the back of his thigh there. And on the side of his thigh, the back of his forearm, right there at his elbow, right in there, and on his bicep. His face plate, the front of his thigh, and there at his knee joints as well. So it's really a beautiful piece. Again, he's not screen used, so if you're just a collector of the cinematic universe, he did not exist in the cinematic universe. And if you are a completist, I imagine you'll be getting this piece. If you are getting him to match the Iron Man from the comics, I imagine you may want to be getting this piece. But if you have no interest in him, I can understand that. So I don't know how many of you will actually be falling into this guy, but he is really a good looking piece. So leave your comments in the section below. Thanks for watching my video. Follow me at Facebook at Siri Emerald and at Twitter at Siri Emerald. And subscribe to my channel, like my videos, give me a thumbs up, and see you on the next video. Happy collecting!